What is going on, everybody? This is Terrell, Terrellius Reviews. I am back with a brand new movie review. Today's movie is focused on 2021's Come True, and the synopsis of the movie is all about a runaway teenage girl decides to join a sleep study to make money. And what happens while she's doing the study is she starts to have frequent nightmares, which is getting far worse than before, and it leads to a stunning conclusion. And I just finished watching this movie. I'm a little bit confused, a little bit shocked, and a little bit mad at the same time, because I'm not going to say this movie was hard to watch or like mind blowing in like any way. It just had me just feeling like different emotions, especially that ending. And with that ending, I'm wondering, was it even real? Like, what happened in the movie? Like, did she really go through that, or is that ending like the actual truth? And here is my review on the matter. First thing first, I think the actors in this movie, especially the main character, which her name is Julia Stone, better known as Sarah in the movie, I think they all did a good job. I think that Julia Stone, she did a good job as well with the acting. Like, with her acting, I didn't find anything bad about it. I didn't think that none of it was like cringeworthy or just like horrible, to be honest. I thought that all of the actors did a pretty good job with the acting. What I also liked about this movie was the cinematography, the visual effects, because this movie was somewhat different in a way because of how everything was like seen and everything. Like, mostly it was like seen in a dark manner, like not too dark to the point where you can't see anything, but just like in a dark manner, like all like the cool colors of like blue, purple, black, or at night. Like, I really did like the cinematography, the visual aspects of the movie, because I like those kind of colors, and the way that this movie had like edited towards that, but like presented themselves to it. I thought that was like a nice touch to the movie. How the characters were written, I think that Sarah's character was written pretty decent in my opinion, as you don't know much about her at the very beginning, but you do like understand like her situation. Like, she doesn't want to be at home. I think she's most likely like being abused either mentally or physically by her mother, or she just doesn't like her mother at all. Father, nowhere to be found. You don't know if she has any siblings or whatever, but that is what I would probably have to say. As well as like the other characters, I thought they were written all right. Like, it wasn't nothing special. Now, what I did not like about this movie would probably have to be maybe the plot. Like, don't get me wrong, I would say like the first half of the movie was definitely promising, but it was like after like the second half, it's like something had happened, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, execution wise, in the very beginning, like in the first half of the movie, was perfect. Like, you understand her situation. She's trying to make money. She's having bad nightmares. She decides to do this study. Like, everything seems to be going well, but then second half to me was just like a little sloppy. And that ending at the end of the movie, like that plot twist, it did not do the movie no justice. Like, I was a little bit mad and everything with how the movie ended. Like, did everything that happened in that movie, was it really real, or is the twist at the ending her actual life? What I didn't like about the movie was probably the fact, like, what happened to some of the other characters in the movie, especially her friend. Like, yeah, like at one moment she's hanging out with her friend, but then her friend just like disappears, goes ghost. I don't know either she went missing. I don't know either she didn't want to talk to her. I wanted to know what happened to her friend. I also want to know, like, does her mother care about her at all? Like, Sarah's mother is probably a bad mother because she doesn't care. Like, her daughter's a runaway. I even want to know, did she even report her missing? Like, what was up with that? Um, I think that ending really definitely left a sour note to me because I don't get it. Like, I think the writers were trying to like scramble something and everything and trying to make it as it is. Like, if they had not put that twist at the end and maybe like kept it like the last 10 minutes of what happened, I think I would have enjoyed it more. But this movie to me, it's not that bad, but it really was to me somewhat disappointing. Like, it started off pretty strong, but then as time goes on, it just it just misses the beat. And I'm not faulting the actors because it's not the fault of any of the actors. I think it's just the plot that's the main fault. And this the worst movie of 2021? No, but this is definitely by far not the best movie. And sleep paralysis is definitely a real thing, as I have gone through sleep paralysis in my life a couple of times, like to the point where I felt like as if I was like being like restrained to the bed, like I couldn't say help, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't even move. Like, that's what I liked about it, and I wish it would have like executed more in this movie, was like explaining how serious, how dangerous sleep paralysis is. Because I think the way they executed it wasn't bad, because they did show what sleep paralysis could look like and how much of an effect it could really like mess a person up. And sleep paralysis is something else. I don't want to ever experience that again, especially with dealing with nightmares. That's a really bad combination, because that has happened to me before. Having sleep paralysis and then going through like a horrible nightmare is just a no-go. Like, I can't do that. But out of all, despite the faults this movie may have, I would have to give this movie probably like oh, probably like a 3 stars out of 5. Like, it was definitely enjoyable at first, and the second half kind of ruined it for me, especially with the plot twist. But out of all, this movie, it's really not that bad, but I would have wished the second half had like a better plot line and that twist at the end didn't happen. But this is my review. If you liked the movie, what you liked about it, tell me in the comment section. Um, Please give me any suggestions on what I should review next. And until next time, goodbye.